go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo.
Good morning, Hare Krishna. Better late than never, right?
OGEbeats.com.
Gauranga, Nityananda, Jesus, Prabhupada, Jesus, Prabhupada, Jesus, Prabhupada. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. 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 Oh, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Oh yeah Krishna Chaitanya Shri 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 Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Oh Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama. Okay, let's chant a little japa here. Turn your mics on. Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Krishna
Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
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 Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Rama Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Rama
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare, Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Rama Hare
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hari Hari
Rama
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Rama 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 Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari Hari Hari
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hari Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Ram Hari Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari
Hare
Ram Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Ram Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare Hare
Hari
Hare
Ram Hari
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare Hare
Hari Ram, Hari
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hari Hari Krishna, Hari
Krishna
Hari,
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hari
Rama
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hari Hari,
Hare
Hari Rama,
Rama
Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hari
Hare
Hari,
Hare
Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari,
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Krishna, Hari
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama, Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hari Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama
Hari Krishna
Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hari
Krishna
Rama Hari Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari Rama
Krishna
Hari Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
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 Rama,
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari Rama
Hare Rama Rama, Hare Krishna
Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hari Rama Hari Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama, Hare
Rama Hari
Rama,
Rama 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 Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Rama,
Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
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 Rama,
Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Jaya
Hare
Jaya Sri
Rama
Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Chaitanya Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Let's see here. Majjhikanda, chapter 25. This is page 540 in this book here. 540, actually 541. The dead son of Srivas Pandit elucidates the truth. Okay? This is what we need is truth, man. It's all about truth. That's where the fun is. Jesus wouldn't have said, the truth will set you free. He was really into truth, man. Lord Caitanya also. All the Bhagavatam is. All the real devotees are, you know? Yeah. So, all glories to Sri Gaur Chandra. See, the Lord of the entire universe. All glories to Sri Gaur Chandra, the Lord of the entire universe. He is the crown jewel of all Brahmins, the perfect renunciate, and the supreme amongst all Vedic personalities. He is an ocean of compassion who has appeared like a brilliant gem out of the womb of the Blessed Mother Sachi. All glories to Vishvambara and Lord Nityananda. All glories to their devotees and associates. One attains the highest perfection of life by constantly hearing the narrations of Sri Chaitanya's transcendental pastime. See, we got to connect with the transcendental. See, that's it. That's what's unique about this. You know, he was actually from the spiritual dimension of consciousness. You know, and how else can we connect with that frequency or vibration, whatever you want to call it? You know, that level of consciousness, unless you're with the beings. That's why the Lord appears here. And the devotees, the living devotees, have to appear here to really connect with that. You know, so you can feel it, not just read about it and move on. You know, move on. So you can connect with that reality, the highest reality. All within this universe. This is above all. It says supreme personality, supreme person, see? And his associates. See, they become supreme persons in this world. Of all the people we can meet in the world, to meet a devotee, a real, actual devotee who has real devotion and intimacy with the supreme personality of Godhead is like that. They have that same quality. They're supreme among persons in this world. See, that's chapter 1 of Adi Lila. Said, when you're ready to be delivered, you meet such a person. It's called, you meet the greatest devotee. See, the greatest devotee. You can look at this person and say, this person really loves God, man. Especially if you learn about the scriptures, but usually the only place you can do it is with them. And then you start to learn and appreciate, because only they can instruct you. Well, because, they're the supreme persons in this world. The others can't do this. No matter how many PhDs you got, you cannot be that. Just like you see, Evo says, be the change, be the bhakti. Can you be the bhakti? Well, that's only if you're very, 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 I ain't finished yet. Very, very, very close with that supreme person. You actually go to bed. Go to bed with that person. You're in bed with that person. You're part of that person. You ever hear that statement? You say, he's in bed with that evil person. Can you imagine being in bed with the supreme person? Well, if you come here, you can also be. You'll be one of his henchmen. You'll be out plundering in the world, man. Bringing people, bringing them to him, to the king, the great king, or the prince. There's this movie called The Prince and the Pauper. You remember that? We're all paupers. He's the Lord Caitanya, Radha and Krishna. He's the prince. See, the prince and the pauper. I think the pauper, the way I got to watch that storyline again, see what the essence was. Forgot. I think the pauper became like a prince, became, got the same benefit. You know why? Because he became friends with the prince. See, that's the secret. We're all paupers, man. Admit it. Without devotion and intimacy with the Lord, this the only thing that attracts the Lord to anybody is this devotion. And it's so rare that you have to get it in the disciplic line. Otherwise you can't get that close. You can't become close to the prince. And then you become like a prince in this world. That's the supreme person, the supreme Lord. He's a God. He's God. And you become like gods in this world. Yeah, same kind of authority. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, the Lord wants to make you like him. But not in you got to be in your nature, of course. Otherwise, you're in the false ego and then you're in illusion. Yeah, you're an empowered form of the Lord, Empowered, Not, you can't take the position of the all-knowing. We're just part and parcel, a little atom, But that's good enough, man. Little atom. You fill it with the Supreme Lord's association, man, you'll be very happy, man. Very more than happy, man. It'll come out of you, man. Spill over and purify the whole universe, man. Yeah. All glories to Vishwambara and Nityananda, and all glories to their devotees and associates. One attains the highest perfection of life by constantly hearing the narrations of Lord Caitanya's transcendental pastimes. Ooh, the highest perfection. You think that's just a word? No, highest perfection means the highest perfection. How can you say that, Gohari, that you attain the highest? There's so many other perfections. Oh, yeah? To me, the highest perfection is to see the happiest person in this world. I'm looking, man. Have you, Klaus Schwab, attained the highest perfection? And I'm looking at his face. Prabhupada taught the face is the index of the mind. I look at his face, I say, I don't care how many billions he's got, he still hasn't found the supreme pearl, the supreme treasure of great price, the supreme perfection, the supreme everything, the holy grail. He hasn't got that. Bill Gates either. No. Trump, no. I don't care how much money they got. I look at their face, man. I see their qualities that come out of it. No, supreme treasure is you show the world the pleasure of the Lord, man, and there's none like that, man. That's what you see here every day. This is just the pleasure of the Lord, my friends. Comes by just following the process, getting effective with the transcendental virus by coming here. Everything is accomplished. That's how powerful my Lord Caitanya is, my friend. My friend is very merciful. Proves it. You come here, you constantly hear the glories of the Lord. You notice that? Can't miss out, man. Come here every day. You're following the process. Otherwise, you're going to have to go follow the Acharya Devs and the Radhanas and do the hard work. Break rocks, man, on the chain gang, man. Go do fastings, rules, regulations. You peon. You just work. Chant your 16 rounds. Go to the morning program, the evening program, afternoon program every day. You work for your salvation. Don't go over there to Goahari, where it's too easy, man. Don't go over that Sangha where all you have to do is go there and hear the glories of the Lord, just like it says, entertain the highest perfection. Don't follow that path. That's speculation. Gohar, he's a speculator. Right there, River, he's speculating on that verse that you can actually, we don't believe it, you see? And it says in the verses, Chaitanya Charitamrita chapter 8, those who do not believe in the glories of the Panchatattva. And that is that verse, man, just by coming into a place where those who have that friendship with the Lord, man, and you hear the glories of the Lord, you will attain the highest perfection here. You follow this path. That's the path that even the disciples of Jesus followed. They knew all they had to do was associate with Jesus. You know, believe in that path, believe in his words that he spoke, the truth that he spoke, and they can even eat corn on the Sabbath. And the Jewish people said, look at you guys, you're not following rules and regulations like we are, and we fast and we study the scriptures, and we're really, you know, like important people in the world. And look at those little fishermen. Look at the little fannies over here. Look at the little Amy's, you know, and all they do is come and they hear the glories of the Lord. That ain't the real path. We follow the hard path. It's hard to attain God, and it must be speculation. We don't see that in the verses, that it says all I have to do is come and hear the glories of Lord Caitanya to attain the highest perfection. Because we listen to our gurus who are part of the Hare Krishna movement, and we have not attained the highest perfection. They've given us so many rules, and we still haven't attained it. Yeah, okay, are you ready to come over and follow the verse? By those who believe in the verse, those who have the results of those verses, those who communicate the results of those verses to others, where you can see with your own eyes people have attained the highest perfection. Are you ready for real? We do real here, man. Are you ready for real? No? Okay, another good day of preaching. That's okay, man. Don't worry. We play with our mice. You know, hey, man, every day is good for me, man. You still want to jump away? No problem, man. We'll try again tomorrow or in this afternoon. This is it, man. Anybody who comes here and listens to Lord Chaitanya's glories will attain the highest perfection life. We've already proved it. There's no way that you can deny. You can deny it. That's like an ostrich puts its head in the sand and thinks it's safe. That's you guys out there. You can deny that this verse ain't true. We proved it true. It's not just a verse in a book. It's a verse in living reality, our reality here. Oh, I take these verses seriously. Right. These people tell me that they believe in Krishna. They believe in Lord Caitanya. Yeah, I'll believe it when you believe in these words. And the way you'll believe in them, you have to see in where they're working in this world. Otherwise, how can you really believe in this stuff? Just a hypocrisy. Oh yeah, I believe in Krishna. But then you see where Krishna is really working, because he's really working here, and he's really working big time here. He's delivering people here. And if you can't see him working here, how can you say you really know Krishna? You're just a little baby, haven't been born yet. Krishna is still a little baby in you, and still inside there in the womb, going around in there, You're not aware of the real Krishna. That's why he comes on the outside in the form of the bona fide spiritual master, the real associate of the Lord, real sadhus here who having a good time making Krishna happy and delivering the world at the same time. That's Vrindavan style. Nothing very serious, but very serious. We just have a good time and deliver the world. Hey, one that new age guy I was talking about, I said, boy, I'd like to meet this guy. He believes in Kali Yuga. He's starting to get into this thing, and he knows about what's going down and everything. He gave me a friend request. I don't have to go through the trouble to go all the way where he is, Yeah, Krishna makes it easy for me. I can just sit in my little apartment here, preach to the world. I like that. Go on the beach. Oh, I found a nice beach. That electric bike is great, man. Just a small little thing, cheap and good. And I went, like on the outskirts, where the good beaches are, Oh man, the energy's so clean and clear. Oh, I feel like, I haven't done anything here, Now I can go, I have some wheels, I didn't want to buy a car because insurance, and then they got these police all over the place. They stop you, and then you have more troubles. They take you. They do. It's always just more troubles. You get too much into the world. Electric bike is great. Just no license, nothing, no helmet, nothing. Just go. Charge it up. It's ready. Yeah. They found nice beaches, Yeah, now I feel the real Mexico out there. In the cities, it's okay. I mean, it's good internet. That's the main thing. So Amy says, that's great. You have mobility now, more options. Yeah, more options, man.
Those little beaches are very, very nice. In Turkey, we have many of them.
Yeah. You got
nobody there.
Yeah,
we went
nobody there.
There.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, and they have these, little rocks in the water. It's just water. So I tell you, that's Krishna's beauty is beautiful. That's why people become attached to the mode of goodness. Actually, I mean, it's the way the Lord is. He has everything in different modes. And people that
it's
are
inspiring. It's inspiring more than a city.
Yeah. Everything has its use. Yeah. Okay, so these topics of the Navadvip Lila, as recorded in the Madhya Kanda, are like an ocean of nectar. The Lord was always engrossed in Sankirtan, relishing the taste of his own transcendental name. That's what it's all about. Always engrossed in Sankirtan, relishing the taste of his own holy name. And if you can't do that, then you haven't attained perfection. It's all about tasting that holy name, because that's a symptom of closeness with the Lord, that the Lord came here to give. The highest perfection is this closeness with God, where he's your transcendental friend. Just like it was in the Bible perspective, the Garden of Eden, the Adam and Eve were that kind of close with the Lord. The Lord didn't even like that fig leaf. What is this fig leaf here? Who have you been listening to? See, when you listen to the snake, You listen to the snake, it takes you, it puts some division between you and the Lord. You lose that sense of intimacy. See? So the Lord said, yeah, whose word have you been listening to? Why don't you believe in my word? See, that's the secret. That's what works here. See, the snake here is here to divide you all the way up into religion. The snake in religion is the false acharya, the false spiritual master, the one who is not who he is. See, if he can't deliver you, he's not a real spiritual master. People could say, Gohari, why are you so mean? Why do you do that? Why don't you believe in our devotees? You know, why you say, well, I believe in the truth. The truth will set you free. So otherwise, it's the snake there. That's why we abandon religion. We're into the truth, and that's part of the truth is if you are not a real intimate associate of the Lord, empowered by the transcendental potency, you cannot deliver your disciples. That's the truth. You can look at it all kinds of angles and say, well, he's a good person. That ain't good enough. Well, you know, he follows the rules and regulations. He's definitely bona fide. That ain't good enough. I'm preaching Lord Caitanya Leela now for those who are ready to hear it. It's not by, you could be a perfect Brahmin. I teach what Lord Caitanya taught. That's my happiness. That's my pride, is to teach what he taught now. Because what I teach delivers people, and I've proved it and will continue to prove it. See, because if you come here and you learn, you really learn. See, and then you look at the verses, you see that as they are, and see how these false acharyas and false spiritual masters have divided you from the truth, and you can't be set free by speculation and lies. And it doesn't matter how well-meaning they are. I don't care how many tears there are in their eyes. If they don't tell you the truth, they don't know what they're talking about and can't deliver you. That's simple. You know. That's why it works here. You see, that's why the Lord is proving our case here, proving my case. It's actually his case. He said, hey, Gohar, you just chant and relish the name like Lord Caitanya, and I'll prove my case. I'll prove your case, which is my case, because we have the same idea. We have the same ideas. We want to here to deliver people out of illusion. And he's let me know how to do it. I inform my friends. See, just like it's an empowered version of Krishna and Arjuna. That's like, because you are not envious of Gaur Das, because you're not envious of me and of my friends, I tell you these things that these other people think, you know, they can't get it, right? No room for this word. So we just make room, you know, just kind of get right in there and get that poison out of them like Kalya's, right? Just keep on, whether they ask for it or not, they're getting purified. Because Gaur Das is in their face and won't get out. The Lord is always engrossed in Sankirtan, relishing the taste of his own transcendental. That's it. That's perfection. That's when you're delivered. When my disciples can do that, my disciples and now my friends, they're delivered. If disciples are doing that and the guru is doing that, doesn't that tell you what's going on here? That the Lord's work is being done here? How else are you going to know that that's the standard unless you see a person following that standard right before your face and eyes? Like the Lord. I mean, it's in the book here. That means people saw the Lord relishing the nectar of his holy name. They saw what it shows up. It shows how the symptoms appear in the body of a person, a liberated person who chants the holy name with great ecstatic devotion. And that the Vaishnavas have lost. They never had it, actually, because everybody was hiding it. Bhakti Vinod hid it. Bhakti Siddhanta hid it. Prabhupada more or less hid it in their room, and you didn't see the symptoms. Why? Because people get envious and jealous and all that. And so you got to start somewhere with fools. Get them to follow the rules like Moses did, right? Teach them how to be civilized, Vaishnava culture, Oh yeah. I gotta have a devotee. Yes, I have a new identity. I'm a devotee because I have a devotee. I'm a devotee because I have a devotee. Devotee. La 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 la. Oh, Gohar, he's a non-devotee. You see, he doesn't have a devotee on. All he wears is no tilak. He's definitely that proven their case. See, no devotee, no tilak, no neck beads. Yeah, I got this. This doesn't count. My little key, and it doesn't count. I got something around my neck. No. It's got to be 3 strands of neck beads. I remember I got chastised by Narayan Maharaj. All I had was 1 strand. You Gohar Das. You should have your 3 strands, not 1 strand. Like it made any difference. I mean, I am what I am,
But in Vrindavan, when you were there with Janaki, they asked if you were parents of somebody because you couldn't be a devotee.
If I was what?
The parents of somebody.
Oh, parents of somebody.
Don't you remember? You said it in the video. They didn't believe that you and Janaki were devotees. They say, "Are you visitors? Are you visiting?"
Oh, visitors. Yeah. Well, I don't remember, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I could see that.
But I know it's from you. You said it in a video.
Yeah. Well, my mind, I forget things, certain things. Yeah, it could be like that for sure. Yeah. See, people look externally instead of internally. Matter of fact, once Gorkishore Das Babaji, somehow or other, he was just a Babaji. He got a hold of a suit and he put a suit on and went before Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur said, "What are you doing?" He says, "Well, the Babajis here, they're all not Babajis. They're all hypocrites and liars, and they're actually materialists. So they're representing Krishna and Radha, and they're really materialists inside because that was going on. That's what's like going on now, in religion. Had religious Babajis, obviously. So he appears before Bhakti Vinod in a suit. And he says, "Well, I might as well just make what's going on here in Mayapur or Navadweep or wherever he was, or Radhakund, because he saw these persons internally are materialists." So he was just kind of just teaching like that. He said, "So you see, I'll just see more suits. So look, yeah, I might as well all the Babajis here, they're really materialists. Well, I'll just be like them, That's what they really are. They're not real devotees." See, so Vaishnavas, they do funny things. Everything I'm doing here is really a funny thing, but people don't see it a lot of times. How'd you like the mooning thing? That was great yesterday, huh? Did you remember that? The mooning?
She did devotional service, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. See, now that's a kind of a mooning that even the gross materialists would like. Oh yeah, moon me like that. Now that's a gentle mooning, right? An attractive mooning for the hypocritically devout. They'll love that. Oh yes. Ooh, I don't want to look at.
You always use the best material, Guru Maharaj.
Krishna gives me these ideas. Blame him, man. I was thinking, well, how can I use this here right in front of me here? Oh, I got an idea. I'll crack a joke. Yeah, she was just hanging out there. It was like Krishna was giving me a hint. Yeah, hint, these big cheeks, right, sitting right in front of me there for a long time. What's this hanging right there? What is she doing? I think listening to she might have been listening too. I don't know. Because of uncommon discussions. Yeah. Okay, next thing. All right, what do we got? So being thus intoxicated, he exhibited all the symptoms of ecstasy and so revealed his super mundane opulences. See, revealing, not hiding them. So see, that was a time when the Lord was distributing love of Godhead. But you got to teach what is love of Godhead. What are the symptoms? Not hide them. That's what I was in the Narayan Maharaj group, and they're teaching, oh yeah, Raga, Radhe, Radhe, Ruga, Rupa, Rupa, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. But you didn't see any of the symptoms. So nobody was really learning what they were. That's why they come and they see the symptoms here, and then they but the Lord was preaching. No matter, even though he goes to Varanasi and they the same thing these Vaishnavas do. Yeah, what is this? Yeah, not supposed to show. Yeah, what is this Vedanta? This ain't real. No, it is real. You see people here. These verses are personified in many devotees. They taste the nectar of the holy name, and they have those symptoms of ecstasy described in this verse. What are those symptoms? Well, this is what you see here, and then you can read in the other books. Nectar Devotion describes the symptoms: tears in the eyes, choking of the voice, laughter, all kinds of beautiful symptoms. Amy says, maybe she was subconsciously drawn to your voice and stood there to pay it forward with what service she could offer. Yeah. I don't know if she was thinking that deeply, but she probably did it. Yeah. So the sweet ambrosia of Krishna Prem led the devotees. See, sweet ambrosia, Krishna Prem. Ooh, it's so beautiful. It's so wonderful. Sweet ambrosia. Yeah. Yeah. So, here, we do a little bit of, like relish it and all that. And then we discuss it a little bit because people need a little discussion too because they don't believe it. Yeah. They don't believe these things. That's why, the book Nectar Devotion was written to say, oh yeah, these are the symptoms of real devotees. You need to hear that so that you become faithful. Faithful means that, oh yeah, that's real. Oh, okay, let me come close to that, not run away. Sahaja, those guys in Gohari's group there, sahajas. Let's go away. Well, whoever's ready, you come here and we'll teach you the real truth. That's a lie. That's a speculation. That's an illusion, creating an illusion. They're an illusion, thinking that way because we go by the book. I use the book. I point these things out in the book. See, it says right there. We describe, and then we show it. I say, yeah, you see Lalita, she shows the symptoms of bhakti. She followed the right path. She teaches the real path. She's surrendered to a real spiritual master and the teachings. And there is the result. The Lord gives the increase, does the change. I don't hear it, but Evo says, oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Evo. Yeah, I didn't want the music on. Again, everybody should tell me when I'm preaching, please tell me again. I'm going to tell you again. Whoever does hear it, let me know. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Where's my thing? Oh, here it is.
Now I hear flute. Now,
yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. There we go. Yeah, I don't want that music on when I'm preaching, so.
It's still there, eh?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it didn't work. Okay, there it goes. Gone, right? Yeah. Okay. The sweet ambrosia of Krishna Prem led the Lord to act like a madman. See, there you go. If you don't see that kind of madness because of Krishna Prem, you haven't found the real path. This idea that's really, you're not doing what everybody else is doing. Remember that movie, Jonathan Livingston Seagull? He's flying above, and they're all going, what are you doing? The herd is not doing that. See, they're low flyers. See, in Vaishnavism, in Krishna consciousness, you got to look for the high flyers. The high flyers are the devotees who are actualizing this verse. These verses, they are these verses. They are the bhakti in this world. That's how you understand these. Jesus taught this. He says, the mark of a prophet. The mark of a prophet, see, the parallels are always the same. Prophet, acharya, spiritual master, synonymous. They're all real delivers. If you found a real one of those, a real prophet, you're delivered to some extent at least. A real spiritual master, you're delivered to some extent at least. To the culmination of a real prophet, which is a Jesus or a Lord Caitanya. See, like this, or their followers preaching what they preached, the confidential truths. See, that's the deliverers. And they embody these scriptures. And they teach these scriptures as they are, and that's how you get purified. See, you're purified of what? Of this speculation you heard from the false prophets, from the false gurus, from the false acharyas, from the false spiritual men. They're false if they're not delivered, or they're not devotee bhagavad. What do you think? It's just a word, devotee bhagavad? No, they're these scriptures because the Lord actually lives in. The Lord are these scriptures, and the Lord lives in the temple of the devotee's body and proves it. Proves that they can resurrect your dead spiritual form that's inside. They're dead, cut off by Maya. Okay? That's the main resurrection you need. Everybody, they're cripple-minded. It doesn't matter how wealthy you are or how smart you are, how many PhDs. Without devotion, you're dead, man, and cripple-minded. And all you do is get cripple-minded, dead devotees you can't resurrect. That's why you all, gurus and followers, blind leaders and blind followers, ultimately have to come to the real spiritual master, who is a real spiritual master, the real acharya, who's a real acharya, empowered by the transcendental potency, and go through the transcendental change. The true ascension, not this new age ascension that never happens. I used to read these new age books, about the ascension. And that's all you do. You just read about it. You never go through any ascension because you speculate. You don't know who God really is. You don't know what real transcendental feelings are. How are you going to go through any ascension? It's just a bunch of talk, ascension. This is ascension. You want to ascend into the spiritual plane, and you don't have to go anywhere. It's a consciousness. It's a frequency. It's a vibration. That's how you're delivered from the vibration of the energy, the potency of a real devotee vibrating on that transcendental level, which is very rare to see in this world. That's why I couldn't get any confirmation for this level of consciousness. Not from any of the gurus who they were claiming, oh, so great. But they never manifested the symptoms I read in the book, except here. Even my disciples manifest symptoms that I read in the book that I couldn't find in any of the so-called greatest gurus out there. What's that saying? That's why it's not easy to get what's going on here, because everybody is believing in that stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
It says that you made devotees, Guru Maharaj.
What?
It says that you made devotees, and you're still making devotees.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have those symptoms.
Yeah. The Lord proves the case here. And when it's proven to you out there, you're delivered. See, that's the idea. The Lord will give somebody that uttamadikari level, which is they can convince others to take to this path and leave the world. Leave worldly leaders, leave speculators, leave even gurus. I mean, we're at that point it's okay if you want to leave your guru, man. Leave them in the dust, because they're in the dust if they don't have devotion. Move on, man. That's the real I'm here to preach real Bhagavatam. Look at Bali Maharaj. He moved on from his guru. His guru could raise dead bodies, but that's all he could do. Vamanadev could raise anybody who takes surrender to the Lord or his representative. They raise your spiritual body. That nobody can do. No mystic power can do. That I didn't see in the Narayan Maharaj group. I didn't see him raise any spiritual body in anybody, in his biggest gurus. And that's the truth, man. You show me why. I mean, God, you could say, oh, Gohar, you shouldn't say this. How dare you say it? Come on. Well, prove to me that there's one person whose spiritual form was raised in Narayan, beyond just Radhi, Radhi, Radhi with the mouth, but there you don't see any symptoms of what you're reading in this book. See? And nobody ever comes. They just say, Gohar, he's just an offensive rascal. But I just say, prove me wrong, and it's great. I'll apologize. I ain't too proud to apologize. Say, oh, I'm sorry. I just didn't see it. I'm open. I'm not a megalomaniac thinking that I'm well, hey man, maybe we are the only ones, but I'm a logical, reasonable person, and I'm open to be wrong. I'm not, like one of these, no, I'm right, even though I'm wrong, because I want to be victorious in an argument. I don't need to do that, man. I already have my treasure. I would like to meet it'd be nice to meet, say, somebody coming from ISKCON saying, you see, I got it from Charya Dev. Well, show me that you got real bhakti from Acharya Dev. Or Radhanath is a pure devotee and he's the greatest, he's an intimate associate, and I got it. And you should, well, come here and chant with us and let us see. But nobody has ever done. I've been preaching on Facebook for 20-something years, and not even one will come. I'm sure they hear this preaching. They sure say, oh, yeah, we heard about that guy, Gohar. Right? They say that, right? Whoa, that Gohar. Oh. He's too real, man. He's unstoppable. He doesn't go for being repressed, and he doesn't follow Vaishnava etiquette. He doesn't believe in bogus gurus like we do, and we're supposed to, if we deem a person, we designate them with our rubber stamp that they're pure devotees and can deliver the universe, they can deliver the universe. And he doesn't go with that. He has some speculation from Prabhupada's books that you have to be a resident of Vrindavan to deliver. No, that's not in our checklist. You don't have to be a resident of Vrindavan to deliver people to Vrindavan. That ain't logical to think like that, is it there, Lalita? You got to be thinking like they think. You can be anything that these GBC designate. If they designate you guru, you're Guru Dev and Kadir, because they're certainly qualified, right? They're certainly pure devotees because they're in the position, man. We all know that's the way the world works because we look at the politicians. They're definitely qualified, right? Trudeau's qualified. He's in the position, right? Biden is definitely qualified, right? Isn't that a lot of people? Yeah, well, he's qualified, man. You see him falling down the stairs, getting on the airplane. You see he can't even get intelligible words. And the mainstream media, all glories to Biden, all glories to Biden. And people still believe it. Why? That's called illusion. My Lord's illusion. See? You're under a spell. You're under a spell of Maya. All these words and all these things are all limbo. Is Maya, Lucifer's illusions, man, and you believed it, and therefore you're under a spell. You come here, we'll break that spell, man. And you'll be sovereign and happy and free here in the Lord, because that transcendental Lord that makes us happy will make you happy. You will laugh and you will cry and you will understand. You will be the book Bhagavats here. We make devotee Bhagavats here. That's true. This devotion is the secret key. Surrender and trusting in the process. Guru Tattva. Yeah, I mean, that's all I teach is a process. If you don't believe in this process, which is by the book, and by the experience of a devotee, then you'll believe in the inexperienced alleged devotees, the semblances. You're not a devotee until real devotion awakens in you and the symptoms awaken in you so people could see. So that at least you can see, right? I had to see, I couldn't find people confirm. They said, go Hari, that's not Sahaja, blah, 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 right? All these gurus, everything, their followers, that's Sahaja, blah, 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 blah. So I had to finally say, well, wait a second. Is my reality true or not? I had to approach it logically. Okay, this is I'm feeling this when I chant Hare Krishna and I read these books, tears come to my eyes, I laugh and I cry and I feel so purified and everything. Then I look in the book, I say, wow, it was like that then. How come I don't see it now? I don't see it in the gurus. I don't see it in their followers. They don't have those symptoms. I had to finally logically conclude myself. And then I had to doubly prove it because Prabhupada, I spontaneously preaching and Prabhupada confirmed it, saying, you continue doing, you're doing exactly what I want you to do. Has my full approval, you do more of that. And you'll see for yourself, in other words, you'll see for yourself that God is behind your word, the word. You have my authority, the authority, the disciplic line to deliver people. See, the Lord will show. I can't help it that people are so blind in religion, in Vaishnava religion. They just want to be victorious in an argument. That's all false ego, my friends. What? It's all about what you see here. It's all about, relishing the ecstasy in the name like Lord Caitanya does. And it's all about delivering people because of that kind of taste in chanting. That's deliverance, is that kind of intimate relationship proven by a real devotee, and then inspiring others like, we also want to be like that. How can we do it? Well, just come into our association, hang out with us, watch our classes, stay with this vibration, and you'll start vibrating with it. Stay tuned to this channel. There's all these other channels out there, and they have vibrations, and they have a consciousness. Hey, stay tuned to this channel. See, Evo. Yeah, see, he believes is great. Because why, Evo? You've been here, you stuck it out. I told you, the mind always says, oh, well, I'm so this and I'm so that. Don't worry about it. I always told you, right? You just stick it out, you hang out here, the vibrational here, and Krishna is so merciful and so powerful. He delivers you. Remember, he gives classes and tears come to his eyes. He chants his guru's name. That's it, man. See? Gratefulness is a symptom of being delivered, my friends. Forgiveness and gratefulness. Okay? This is what I feel so grateful when I chant, man. I can't believe it, man. It's so wonderful. And many of you feel that too. Feel grateful that the Lord has given himself to us to help us. This is what the world needs to know. The world wants to give himself so he can help us, so that he's our walking stick. We're all crippled. And the Lord becomes our walking stick, so much so that, you ever see these people that are missing a leg? That's everybody in the world. You're all missing legs and arms, so you're out there, you got the missing leg. And the Lord is like that, those new limbs they put on. And you can even run. They got some Olympic runners with those legs, those false legs with the hydraulic things. They're like a $6 million man. That's the Lord, man. Everybody's missing. The AI can't compete with the Lord being your other half and your other part. Makes you. It's not enough. AI is. I believe it. I love this phone, man. This phone is fantastic. I don't have any problem with this phone. It's fantastic. I love that. I love what it can do. I have everything on this phone, man. I got my finances. I got my preaching. It's just, the AI is wonderful. See, but it's meant to be used for the service of the Lord, of course. And then you're free. It makes everything so easy and convenient, and everything is on here, man. I can, even if I rent a bicycle, I have the app, I go and rent the bicycle, and I can go and use it for something, I go to the thing, I go to pay for things. You got the Bitcoin on here. Everything. See, this is what it's meant for. But I don't worry, don't worry. It's just a tool. It's just, a tool. See, Krishna is like that and so much more. See, seek the kingdom of God and all else is added to you. People that get burned out on Facebook and the phones and all that stuff is because they don't have this relation. I sought the kingdom of God. I have the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God is within and at hand. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know. And you guys are knowing too, isn't it? These verses, you become the verses that Jesus even preached and spoke. Why? Because the Lord is in you. The Lord is these verses and he lives inside you. You're not just inside the Lord and unaware of that. The Lord is now inside you, making you aware of everything, the essence of everything. It's so beautiful, so perfect, so sublime. Then you become a supreme person in this world because you are surrendered to the supreme person. He uses you. He lives in you. He reflects that vibration to the world so that they can become supremely person. They can be ye are like gods in this world. And you realize that, but in the right way, not in a false ego way. I'm God and all. That's all. It's a Maya. That's the illusory potency even. That's the whole problem, trying to imitate God. That's what the snake said. You eat this apple, from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and you shall be like gods. The demons think they're like gods, right? And so do the demigods here. They think, we're also like gods. Only the real devotees don't think like that. They just are the empowered gods in this world. And they know their position, part and parcel of the Lord. That's the truth, man. Truth will set you free. I just stay in I'm part and parcel. I'm not God. That's an illusion. If I accepted that word, I'd be accepting the word of the snake. That's how Adam and Eve lost the kingdom. No, I'm back in knowledge. The truth has set me free. I love the truth. I preach the truth. I feel the truth. I relish the truth. And stay free in the truth, man. And preach that to others. If you're good with this, come on board, man. We have a great family here. We're on the Chattanooga choo-choo. Choo-choo. It's so fun to talk about Krishna, the truth, man. I love it, man. You see, the reason why Prabhupada said Chaitanya Leela is postgraduate, because most people still, even in religion, even in Vaishnava, they accept speculations as the truth. See? It's too real for them. That's why else would Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta Bhaktivinoda hide such beautiful truth that Lord Caitanya showed? Because people couldn't take it. They still can't take it. But some can. Should I not preach the truth? No, I already have the order anyway. I have the blessing of Krishna. And those who are accepting, they get to be delivered. So if we deliver 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, hey man, that's 50, 60, 70, maybe 80. Who knows? Let's go as far as we can go. 80, 90, 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 1 million people into the kingdom. That's pretty good while we're here, huh? This is the kingdom of God, my friends. This is the style of deliverance. This is tailored to now, 2023. All right, what else we got here? The sweet ambrosia of Krishna Prem led the Lord to act like a madman. I love that, see? So if you're not acting like a madman because of the symptoms of Sri Krishna Prem, you're not in the zone, man. You're not a goal. You didn't make the goal. You didn't make the grade. You didn't achieve the goal of life. You got to chant the holy name and become intoxicated like a mad person. Like you see here, like you see Lalita and Johan. They're mad persons. They're like you see, you read the verse and then you see them and then you'll begin to understand the verse. What, you think these gurus can teach you the verse? They're not like the Lalita there and the Johan. They're not intoxicated by chanting the holy names. Therefore, how can you understand the verse? They don't show you the verse by example. Not even the acharyas, the recent ones, showed you the verse by example. It wasn't time. But I got the order to show the verse, man, to teach the verse. And anybody who believes this word, man, make this word your God. You know what the God is? Is it Gohar? No, make this word your God. What is that? The absolute truth as it is. Make this word your God. It's my God. This word is my God. I'm telling you what I see in here. And I'm telling you, it's pretty clear from all this intoxicated madness I've been involved in from chanting like this. And if you believe this word, you'll get my God that makes me really intoxicated. It'll make you intoxicated too. That's the parampara, my friends. It's one of this transcendental madness that Lord Caitanya brought to the world. What, do you want to just be a normal devotee? You want to spend another 20 years being like everybody else, part of the herd? Where are you being herded? Into religion, and then you die just a rule follower, ceremonialist. Well, what is going to be on your epitaph? You guys hear it all the time. Well, he was a good devotee, you know. He went to the temple program every day, ate prasadam, great book distributor, cookie distributor. Oh my God, many cookies. Oh, okay, that's something. Maybe get a good position as a demigod or something, or up there in heaven for, faith in Prabhupada. Hey, that's some. Prabhupada was working on that level, man. Hey, if I can get people to have a human birth, I'd be doing good. Gohar, he's not satisfied. He wants more. Why? Because my Lord wants more. He gets his foot in the door with Prabhupada and Bhakti-Sada, right? Got their foot in the door a little bit. It's like a good salesman. Got to first, the people, they open the door a crack because they're not sure, right? So they put their foot in there. And you can't quite close it, That's Vaidhi-path, And then we come. We push it open a little bit more. Get more in there. See, get God more in there, more in people, sell it more, See, but you got to have spiritual power to do that. It has to be time. Just like Prabhupada, he was time. He came at a special time when the hippie movement was here, and they just happened to be open to this kind of thing. Hey, go ahead, Lily.
It's like taking out that sword out of the stone, out of the rock. Yeah. You need a special power.
Special power, man. You can't do it. You can't do what we do unless, that's why people can't believe, no, it can't be. Narayan Maharaj, my Guru Dev said, no way. It takes so many lifetimes to have prema bhakti, right? Well, we're doing that. It's because it's true. It's by the book, it says that, it says, what did I say? It says right here, it says, one attains the highest perfection life by constantly hearing the narrations of Chaitanya's transcendental pastime. That's my work, man. That's why I'm just doing more of that, man. You notice every day, right? Do I miss a day? May be late sometimes. Sometimes I need a little extra sleep. I mean, who else is getting up like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock every day? Think, hey, Gohar, he ain't getting up 1 o'clock in the morning giving class. Where is he today? Oh, big deal. I got up 4:30 today. See, why? Because this is the greatest path in the world. While I'm here, while I have my breath, I'll continue doing this. All inspired devotees did that. Even in the Christians, there is so many preachers that are always preaching, and they love preaching about the kingdom, like Jesus, because they were in the line. They got the mercy of Jesus, who loved to preach about the truth and the kingdom. That's how you set people free. Whoever believes in your word, man, you become one of those. Your word It raises people's spiritual body inside them, the dormant spiritual form, and they come alive. Find out what true life is. No one else can do it unless you're inspired by and empowered by the transcendental potency. That means God is in you. The living God lives inside you. I couldn't preach like this unless the Lord. I love this. I love the Lord. The Lord loves to preach and share and deliver people. It's my Father's pleasure. I could say what Jesus said. This is my Father. Oh, well, I have to say a little different. It brought me a little deeper. It's my friend's pleasure, really, literally, to give you the kingdom of God, which is this relationship. My dear friend's pleasure, man. I'm just here on his behalf. I love it, man. Yeah, it's Prahlad preaching. Prahlad said the same thing. He had the ecstatic symptoms you see here. It's always the same. Those are those empowered with a special message from God, whatever that is, for the time, place, and circumstance. Prahlad preached in Bhagavatam. He said, I listened to Narada Muni, an ecstatic devotee's words, who preached the confidential truth, and I became ecstatic because I accepted his word. And you, by accepting my word, you can become like me also. The same, I preach the same thing, and I've done the same thing. This is more real than anything I've seen in Vaishnavism. It's all a bunch of talk there, speculations. They take the scriptures. You show me any different. I'm open to being wrong or corrected. I'll even appear on their shows, but I don't get an invite to their shows. They don't come on my show. So I just preach like, what they say, silence is acquisition that what is being said is true. If you don't come forward, even a court of law, if you don't come there, the judge says, oh, guilty. So I say the same thing, man. Guilty. They're guilty. That's why they still feel guilty. That's why their followers still guilty. They feel literally guilty. I didn't chant my rounds. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Remember Noodles? She loves onions. And she couldn't eat them in the Vaidhi path. See? And she always felt guilty. And I think she probably ate them anyway. And she felt guilty about it. Or they didn't chant their 16 rounds. Guilty! You're guilty. Shame on you. Right? Shame. I'm so ashamed of myself. You come here, just by coming here and following this path that the speculators don't know, the religious speculators don't know, by following this path that I'm preach from this word, all the guilt and shame goes. Why? Because you feel what's real. The Lord shows you, hey man, I'm happy with you because you found the real path. You found my mercy, my real mercy in this world, beyond religion even. You found somebody that kicked religion out, just like their Bhagavad Gita in person. Abandoned variety. Do you see Gaur Hari Das believing in religion? Or do you see a person who has abandoned all varieties of religion? Okay? Abandon it. Why? Because truth is better. Truth is stronger. It awakens this intimate relationship with God. That's all you need now. You don't need religion. Kick that ladder away now. You believe in the truth, man, just by hearing the pastimes of the Lord. Even Bhakti Vinod preached this. He said, I can't follow all the rules. This is an acharya, man, in our line. He said, even I can't follow all these rules and regulations of the Vaishnavas. I don't even want to. But I know I'll attain all perfection by sitting at the feet of a Vaishnava and hearing from them. Yeah, the verse. That's why I like these devotees. I hear the essence. I say the same thing. You want to follow that path of rule, or you want to be a hypocrite. A lot of these people don't follow all the rules. They're out smoking in the closets. I know. And you out there know. They come and they appear to be following. They can't follow. It's so hard in Kali Yuga. You need an easier path. You need Lord Caitanya's mercy. Otherwise, you'll be one of these, maybe even gurus or followers smoking in the closet, and because you don't want anybody to see, and then you come out with a nice dhoti on, Put all that perfume so it doesn't smell like cigarettes. Here, come, cigarettes or no cigarettes, just come here. And by everything will work out. I mean, if you smoke so many cigarettes, you can't turn the camera on, or you get too like out there on drugs and all. Well, what can be done? You better dry out, man. Follow Prabhupada's renunciation program for a while. Dry out. Like, when people, they have rehabs, right? You go in there, you dry out. You have to. Otherwise, you can't get normal. You're just strung out on the street. So if that's the way it is with some drug you're taking or some alcohol, you got to dry out, man. We got alcoholics coming. A lot of them gave it up. If you're an alcoholic, you give it up, man. If you smoke too much pot or whatever it is where you can't come and listen and partake of this, well, give it up. If it's not messing you up and then okay. I mean, I'm here to teach people that are a little bit mature. I mean, if you're an idiot, well, go do where you must do this. You can't, nothing, go follow those paths. If you can't be a little, some people that come here, they're a little bit like that. They need to go to a rehab thing or something where you dry out. They take so many drugs and meth and stuff like that. My God. They like what we do, but they take, okay, well, do the best you can, go dry out, take a drug rehab thing if you want to continue and stay steady in this. Otherwise, you're just going to at least you got some association. Prabhupada preached this stuff. He said, even a drunk came in once with a bottle, and Prabhupada watched him and he says, and then after he left, stumbled out of the thing, he said, see, he will, if he thinks, all he has to do is think that bottle is Krishna, and he will gradually get purified. Just how long you want to take. You want to go fast in the kingdom? Come here. Listen to the verses as they are. Listen to the truth. Be set free by the truth. You want a slower time? Go to the devotees out there who don't know these books really as they are and can't preach the powerful messages, the powerful mercy. They don't believe in the mercy of the Panchatattva to deliver you in this life. So go, then you want to go slow in many lifetimes, go follow Narayan Maharaj path. He said it. He's the one who said prema is many lifetimes. You want to follow this path, you come here and I say prema, well, listen to this. If you, this constantly means regularly. Don't be an idiot, one who regularly hears constantly means in the sense that you don't give up this path. Consistently is a better word. One who consistently, regularly hears, waters the creep, not over waters it, waters it. It works, I know, because I do this path. It works like a charm perfectly. One who consistently, regularly waters this hearing process, hearing these truths and chanting with the ecstatic devotees. He will attain the highest perfection in life. In this life. Who is this history classes? Shashank. One addiction like mirror, Chaitanya. Yeah. Fernando. Hi, good morning. Okay, yeah. You're going to probably have to watch the replay because we've been at it an hour and a half. That's how I see it and experience the kidney machine. Krishna is the machine. Oh, it gives you confirmation signals. In the times when he...
Maharaj.
What?
It does more than that now. It does different things that it's never done before. And it actually...
Yeah, what does it do now?
It doesn't allow me to do what I want. It allows me, it does what is best for me now. Because I used to change a lot of things on it and make it do what I want. And now it's doing what is best for me and what keeps me actually healthy.
Wow.
Really, really healthy. So it's not allowing me to make my own decisions. I have to follow the machine and other things. But yes, confirmations quite a lot. as well, which is really good. So, yeah.
You know, that's AI. They probably integrated AI into that machine now.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
They gave
My
it
machine is quite an old machine, though.
Did they give it an upgrade? Maybe if you get an upgrade, it might be AI thing.
Well, yeah, they might give me an upgrade. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Lolita, give us a word.
I said so many things already, Guru Maharaj.
I know. Are you happy? Are you happy with Krishna?
I'm very, very, very happy and very growing, although I feel more paralyzed than ever. Everything starts to feel so heavy. The body feels so heavy. It's from the ecstasy. He's growing and growing, and he's pushing on all sides. It's a fantastic feeling, actually. It gives me actually more and more. Yeah, but people who never felt that, they cannot talk about it, actually, because you've got to feel it really to be capable to explain it. It's really like you feel more and more that you belong to that other world, that you're not that body, and that you actually belong to that other world. Yeah. And that you don't need to prove anything in this world anymore. That's finished. That's the past.
Yeah.
You know, all those worldly feelings, it's not there anymore. You really have got to experience it in your growth. It's very new for me. This experience. So after a few years, you always get more and more. But this paralyzing feeling is very heavy. It's like like receiving that trance. Only those who had received it can explain how it feels. So yeah. Otherwise, you have no idea how it feels to receive the Lord, to really receive the Lord, you know, and get those revelations that He starts to download one sentence after the other from things that you never understood before. You get those explanations. It's fantastic. But
yeah. You know, people see, because it's spiritual feelings. They're different than material. They're the material feelings transformed into the spiritual platform. And so that's where real happiness is, in the spiritual feeling. This is what why people in the world can't understand this, because the feelings of devotees are transcendental. They're spiritual. They're more excessive. See, more intense and more beautiful and more perfect. They're perfect, and they just, you know, it's perfection. It's what the Lord came here is. That's deliverance, is to vibrate on the spiritual plane of existence. That means you have a spiritualized mind and spiritual feelings. You're truly you're in this world, but not of it anymore. You're of the spiritual dimension of consciousness. Yeah. This is so important. Yeah, go ahead, Lily.
Yeah, it's so nice when a new devotee says, I'm stoned, and that he can explain how it works. And I say, yeah, you've got it. You're really ecstatic. Yeah, it's so nice because you recognize each other and you say, yeah, this is it. Yeah. This is not going towards it, but you have it. You're there. You're there. You're on the really, in the kingdom.
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy here. I mean, it's like, see, there's the Vaidhi path that people taught but they call it, you become a sadhana siddha, where you practice, you develop faith in Vaishnavism, faith in a guru, and then you practice this bhajana kriya, you know, where it's a bhajan, intense bhajan, you chant 1 lakh and all this, and gradually anartas hopefully, supposedly go, but really don't. It's too hard, really. But anyway, you try this. This is what they've been teaching in Vaishnava. very hard and everything. And then you get a little bit of taste after 20, 30 years or something. I mean, that's why a lot of people just leave, or they just get into the social aspect of Vaishnavism. I mean, even in the Goswamis who come in the line, seminal line, they end up they're just material, like family gurus, and it's not like this. Here, this is a real alchemist. There's a book called The Alchemist, you know, but there's no real alchemy that have his speculations and Mayavad stuff in there. This is the alchemist. This is the book. We go by the book. You're finding a real alchemist here. See, the Lord, people change here from iron to gold. Iron is material feeling, material mind. See, the alchemy here is to attain gold-like feelings, which are the pure devotion awakening, and the spiritual mind, which is the mind of God, is this book, these books, this transcendental qualities, this transcendental teachings of philosophy and truths. See, that becomes your mind. See, there's no false ego, because there's no false ego, false identity in the Lord, and you're in the Lord, and He's in you, and you're good with that. I mean, I'm good with that. Why do I want to have a material mind full of speculations, and which is just the cause of misery? You don't speculations and wrong, like thinking of material thinking, all that stuff is miserable. Spiritual thinking, high thinking, is spiritual thinking, really. And because of spiritual feeling, revelation thinking, thinking on the glories, transcendental glories of the Lord that He shows us because of our relationship.
And being capable to explain the substance, actually.
Yeah, you have to have the experience to explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to bring people on board with that. That's the Uttamadhiskari stage. The Lord is here to make people that can explain these things. This is why you go through the process and you become a spiritual teacher, and then get further purified by engaging in the process, hearing, chanting, and get more pure. You become spiritual master, just naturally. People need somebody who's mastered the spirit, you know, and is cultivated. Yeah. See, what is this? I'm Shank Sharma from Jaipur, Rajasthan. Here, a beautiful Gurudev temple, and I enjoy more dancing, chanting, Hare Krishna meditation. Oh, great. Yeah, keep coming to our classes here. We do this every day there. If you like what we're doing, he's watching on YouTube, I think. Yeah, we do this every day, and you can come to Facebook if you have Facebook. Also, I'm broadcasting on Facebook, but also there too. If you want to see, I don't think you can see the other comments of people on Facebook, but you could if you want. You come on Facebook too, or whatever, you know. Come regularly here, and you'll see that what's going on here is very special, very unique. River, give us a word.
Hey, Maharaj. Everything that Lalita says, actually, it's only through experience that we can actually speak about it. Because once we experience these things, and you can just reel them off, because it's your experience that is what is happening to you. And it's a really nice place to be in at the moment, to be able to feel the strength of the Lord. Feel His strength, because that is power. You know, it's just this power that emanates to others as well, and they can feel that power. It's a really nice place to be now, to be in the place of stability, and just be able to speak about the Lord, share the Lord, share, and actually speak and talk. That was one of my wishes, is to just go out the door and speak to my next door neighbor about God. Just keep speaking. And I can do that with most people I'm meeting now anyway. And just talk to them about God, and it brings about so much upliftment and rising and higher consciousness. And it does take you away from the actions of this world, how we were involved with this world and how it had its hooks in us. You know, those hooks have kind of been taken out, or they've been broken. I don't know what word. And it is that, like, we're living in a different place. I'll give you an example of what I mean. Reacting to certain things that would cause us difficulties before in a childish way. I'm just doing the same thing and reacting like that because you're in it and you think it's real. And to be turn those tables and turn those round, to now have a distance of what's happening and be able to I was going to say be grown up. And yes, that's what it is. You're just actually reacting in a way that's beneficial for yourself, for them as well. And it brings more togetherness. It brings more togetherness and more welcome. There's more of a welcome into it. You're not pushing people away with that kind of childish kind of behavior that's disturbing for yourself and others as well. You've moved away from that energy because you've got this distance and focus with the Lord inside. And if you are in your head, he pulls you back to himself. So he turns it back around and he pulls you back to himself, and you have that focus upon him, and he gives you what you need. And yeah, it's really nice. The experience of this is really the only way to be with you every day and experience life with God, with you, is the greatest way. Hey! Thank you, Maharaj.
Yeah, thank you there. Hey, how's it going there, my friend?
Wacht, ik zet het even zachter.
Have you been here before?
Yeah, it's Sim, Guru Maharaj.
That's Sim. I thought it was
second.
Sim, but it has a different name. Slim. Oh, yeah. How's it going, Sim? What's the word today? What's going on?
1 second. Oh,
Okay, we got you. We hear you.
good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Good something.
How's your spiritual life?
Up and down and up and down.
Yeah.
That is how it goes.
Yeah. Well, what's going? What are you doing over there? Where are you at?
What do you mean?
What country are you in?
Oh,
Denmark?
I'm in the Netherlands.
Netherlands. Okay. Yeah. What do you do all day? What's your activity?
Yeah, I watch these classes every morning. I
Really?
study chess classes. I want to be a grandmaster in chess, but I think I'm going to give up that dream. I suck too much. And I don't know. I spend a lot of time watching conspiracies, doing study things, and spiritual things. So, yeah, that kind of things.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, I learn every day. Spiritual things, chess things, conspiracy things, whatever. I'm addicted to learning. I like that.
Become addicted. Oh, that's
To learn things. I like that. Look, I have 10 wrinkles. You know, I need one more. I reserved it for God. When I understand God, I got my last ring.
That's great. Yeah. Are you getting ecstatic chanting the Hare Krishna mantra?
No,
Not yet.
It scares me to put my emotions into the chanting. Feel chanting like a robot, like in ISKCON, feels safer, but pointless. So pointless. It's the whole surrendering thing. That I feel always that's the bump. It's I don't know. I get
So,
scared to
so
swim.
are spiritual feelings trying to arise in you, but you push them down, or?
You're very smart. Mhm.
This
Yes.
is not my first rodeo, my friend.
Oh, really?
Hey, well, that's a great
Yeah,
sign,
it's like
that.
that, but well, there is such truth that you speak to me, though. So that's even like Lalita said yesterday. You said knowledge that sits, that is an experience. I was thinking about that, and yeah, even when I do not experience it, I can feel that much truth. I cannot deny it. I just cannot deny it. So, like you always say is keep watching, keep coming, and I do, and I do. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's so, and
Yeah, when you're
I'm
right.
very patient. So maybe some other people want to go in front of me in the line. Go ahead, go ahead. Go to the kingdom before me. I I give up my space, so it's okay. I I'm not in a competition or so. So and when my soul is living eternally, so I can wait a little bit longer. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was thinking about it because last year I was feeling all kind of feeling of energy was pushing up through my spine, but I think he crawled back downside. Oh, there's nothing to do here. Oh, I go back. I don't know. I don't know. It's yeah.
Yeah.
But I
It's
have now more. What is nou vertrouwen? There is more confidence, and it feels different. Um, the connection feels different. I don't know. Maybe I was more imagining things last year. I don't know. It feels more. I don't know. I trust it more. That's the thing. But still, there are trust issues. That's
normal.
maybe because I was hurt in the past a lot that I have trust issues. I don't know. It's not an excuse, but I feel hesitating. It's like I'm not sure if I can swim in the sea of love. You know, I'm afraid to drown. It hurts me many
Yes.
times before, and then therefore I get wat is nou voorzichtig? Cautious? Nee, wat is nou voorzichtig? I'm hesitating. That's the thing.
Yeah. That's just normal,
I guess so. But when I see other people like Amy, Funny, they jump right into it. It's wow. You know, you have no clue who Krishna is, but whatever, I got to jump into it, and we will see. We will see. So they do something that I'm going to pee in my pants. You know, I'm a little bit scared of that.
Yeah.
So that's I learn things from them a lot.
Yeah.
They teach me to have confidence.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's a family thing here. You see people at different. Some people jump right out of the plane. When they got their parachute, they just jump out with faith. They're ready. Just, yeah. Others are
It
in the
was
plane thinking, I don't
like
know.
it's like how a 16-year-old girl falls in love for the very first of my love when I was 16 for the very first time a culver leaf there. It feels like that. that they jump right into it, like the first time.
Yeah. Who knows what will happen? Who knows? Amy, are you sure you're falling in love too quick? How about you, Fanny? Do you think Krishna
No,
may
that
do
is
you
not what
wrong?
I meant, that it was too
Oh, okay.
quick, but they don't hesitate. I got the feeling that they don't hesitate and that they already jumped into it. And I'm watching it and I see them jump, and I'm still standing there on the side of the swimming pool. I'm scared. Oh, can I jump into it or not? That feeling, And
Oh,
then
yeah,
somebody came along and then he pushed you right into the pool. That motherfuckers. They push you right in. And sometimes when I talk to devotees, they do it like that. That is what they're doing. When I talk with
yeah. They
Lalita,
want to
she's
push you in.
la 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 la, pats, and there you go, Sammy. And Amy does that to me as well. She, oh Krishna, really, pats, and there you go. So it's
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
You have a little bit of Vaidhi background, and I think that's hindering because you had a lot of ideas. And Amy and Fanny and me, we did not have those ideas. We did not have that Vaidhi background. So makes a difference, I think.
Yes, we got to brainwash you, decondition you.
Brainwash me. So I got a nice
Wash your
brain
brain
out.
out.
Wash my brain, my dirty brain laundry.
Yeah, you get all that dirt in there, all that Vaidhi stuff. Prabhupada said it was contamination. Vaidhi Bhakti is contamination for this spontaneous devotion. So, it's just you move, it's like a ladder, you're climbing a ladder, and then there's a point where you don't need that ladder anymore. You just move it away. That's the trust thing, you kind of jump more in. Yeah, and also not me, you don't have to jump in. I mean, it's like a relationship, trusting. I mean, I was kind of like that, still
But it
like
is
that,
like it's trusting Krishna, but also trusting you as a teacher, as a guru, trusting other devotees. All are different forms of trusting and different levels of trusting. So, yeah. I think maybe it has to grow, Trust is something that must grow, and we have an expression in the Netherlands. It's vertrouwen komt te voet en gaat te paard. Trust comes very slowly, but if you abuse it, it runs away very fast. You still didn't disappoint me. It's still going. There it comes. There it comes.
There you go. We all have our journey. Yeah, it's great. The main thing is, that you're on your journey. You know in yourself and what you can do, what you're not willing to.
Guru, do I ever offend you with my stupid questions? Is that a thing for you?
There hasn't been one time that I've been offended.
Phew.
Nor will there ever be a time. If I am offended, then it's my purification. Thank you, and I'll thank you for it. Thank you for offending.
Okay, because in the Netherlands, people could be very direct, and from all the Dutch people, I'm standing out of that. I'm super direct to what I say, or what I think, and I'm going to say it. And I know I sometimes maybe hurt people's, whatever, feelings, egos. I don't care, but
Egos.
I'm glad you would tell.
How can you hurt a feeling? All you can do is cause a feeling to arise. You can't hurt a feeling. It's not even logical. How do you hurt feelings?
Don't catch me to my balls every time, yeah, Guru? Every time you grab me and then you squeeze it. Jongen. You're fucking smart. I don't know if I must love that or hate that. I don't know. I'm still not decided yet.
I always wonder, how do you hurt feelings You're just
You're right.
causing me
You
to
cannot,
arise.
you cannot hurt feelings, no. But people are hurt with their feelings, you know. That's that wasn't.
You could say, that hurt me. Oh yeah, who's the me? This
You
idea.
just sound like my dad. He always said that. Who is me? I hate him for that. I hate it. Who is he? Who is me? I'm.
No
So
problem.
that's. I'm glad I can. Here, don't take it
Yeah,
personal.
stick your
I'm
tongue
glad I
out.
get rid of
I
it.
don't care.
Out of my
Anything.
system.
Throw
Thank
up.
you.
You can vomit.
Thank you.
No
Thank you.
problem.
Thank you.
You can call me a mother, and I'll let you finish it.
Oh, you cannot say that in America. Huh? No. No, I was always looking for truth, and normally people bore me very quickly and disappoint me with their such a little truth. But
Well, we got to
it's
keep. We do
maybe
the
the Vedas.
entertainment.
I don't know, but it's fascinating me every fucking time you say things. I think, I have no counter arguments. That's that.
Well, we got to keep a good show here. Keep people engaged. Give them food for thought.
You give me a lot of food for thought. I'm obese of those.
Ah,
Therefore, maybe my brains must be cleansed.
yeah, that's great. Yeah.
So maybe at the end I will get there, and then I finally can give a blessing back. Then it finally has some value when I say that.
Oh, automatic.
When the day is there, I can give it back.
Yeah.
Or to somebody else who need it more than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Sim. Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me online.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Keep coming. All right, let's see. I read a little bit more and see where this goes. The sweet ambrosia of Krishna Prem led the Lord to act like a madman. The Lord whose body is the object of even Lord Brahma's worship. See, the Lord whose body is the object of even Lord Brahma's worship was besmeared with the dust from rolling upon the ground. See, the Lord whose body is worship. See, the body is Satchidananda. See, so otherwise you're not really fully into the body of the Lord. The Satchidananda, the ecstasy that you see is a manifestation of the Lord in this world. The ecstatic feelings, those are God's feelings. They're the devotees who are that's what the idea of intimate associate. You're so intimately associated with the Lord that you're like a mirror for the Lord's actual emotions in this world. So you show people the true reality. And also the mind of God are these scriptures, clearly spoken as they are, so that people can understand that the word is the path. See, the word as it is shows you that reality. It's just very similar like in the world. See, in the world, the mainstream media is trying to show you a world view. They're molding your view in a certain way, see, so that you act and believe what is being programmed into you. See, well, so that's the Lord's Maya. And see, that world is more limitation. So people can be logical about this. That world is a world of more limitations. See, they want to control you more. See, and they want to manipulate your ideas and your ideas to be with their ideas, or the ideas being promoted on the thing. So that's how Maya works, because we're built like that. We're built to surrender to something. See, so the Lord also, that's what, see, he brought this Bhagavatam here, these conceptions of the absolute truth as it is, who we are, who the Lord is, what is our relationship with the Lord, what is this reality, this worldview. I mean, like, it's like we need to see a lifestyle of a person living this reality. Otherwise, you're looking at a lifestyle of people living this reality of the Maya, people call Lucifer, Luciferian, all of that. It's trying to mold a reality in this temporary illusory energy. And right now, at this time, the mode of ignorance and passion, which are the demons and the Rakshasas, are in charge of that, molding that reality. That's what they're doing in the movies, on the mainstream media. They want to turn people into hypocrites, liars, and cheaters. That's what Maya does. Do you see why the Lord has to come at some point with his representatives to rectify that? Could you imagine? Any decent person, even on the mode of goodness level, realize what kind of world is that to live in such crazy insanity? I mean, that's what's being empowered right now, is a very crazy worldview and insane views where people are told to do bad things that are actually harmful, they're destructive to their bodies and their minds, as being a good thing. See, accepting what is actually dark as the light. Even those in the mode of goodness consciousness, good people, study even religion and believe there is a God, that kind of stuff, and are moral and principled. They look at that and they say, boy, that's really dark. They can see, that's more dark. But that's what's taken over. That's in our governments. That's this Kali Yuga. That's our leaders. Can you feel it? Can you feel it's like, ooh, that's kind of strange, man. What our leadership is and what they're doing and all that. If not, you're under a rock. I mean, you should, if you're really getting this, what's going on here, you'll start to see, even you got to see at least more clear than a person in the mode of goodness. You got to see at least that reality too. All realities are in the person who is transcendentally situated, which happens here. You can see and look at the consciousness of what's going on in this sea of consciousness. You could see at the different levels of people. You could see what they're manifesting. You could see darkness as darkness. You could see something that is more of the light, but still not of the full light. You can see even liberation, even that oneness level, as not full understanding. This is the beauty of being a devotee of Lord Caitanya. You can see even the Christians, how they need some work too. You could see they're not as clear as they could be. Simply because we have a relationship. Well, I'm here to teach how to have a relationship with Lord Caitanya, which gives you it's like you're sitting on a mountain and you're the eagle amongst all the birds. You're the strongest and your eye is the best. That's an associate of Lord Caitanya. You see the whole view like he does because he informs you. That's this preaching here. That's why it's not that easy to understand for people unless you follow the process and be like an Arjuna, be like a Maharaj Parikshit, because you're hearing these kinds of topics. Confidential, the essence of all truths. You're hearing even more than they heard. It's like Jesus said when he taught what he said even the great sages wanted to hear, which you fishermen are hearing but couldn't. I could say the same thing. I will say the same. Even Jesus's disciples would want to hear what you are hearing here, but couldn't because it wasn't revealed until Lord Caitanya came. And then even though it's revealed in the books, unless you have the living representative, which you have here, empowered to teach this, to show this, to demonstrate this, to convey this inheritance to you, you wouldn't also know this. This is what Bhakti Siddhantas and and ISKCONs and the Narayan Raj group would love to have, but they didn't have because it wasn't revealed. But it is revealed now. They just don't accept it yet. Maybe they will. Maybe some will. And then they'll be like you, because they are certainly. You show me one Narayan devotee that's like you or Johan. Right there, Sim? Is there anybody you see in ISKCON like Lalita? Show me one.
No.
Am I too
No.
frank? Yeah, see,
No.
that's why we get along there, Sim. We're both frank and honest, right? You like that quality, frank and honest?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't hold back.
Like it. Click some balls.
Yeah, just call a spade, man. You know, hey, man, you know, what do you got going over there in the Vitae land? You know, over there in ISKCON. You know, you would cream in your pants if you had what Lalita had. Ooh, sorry, forgive me.
We this morning we were watching a Radhadesh class, Lalita and I together a little bit, and exactly what you're saying. It's
Bored stiff, right? It's like, oh.
so boring. And Lalita was so right. She was reading a thing that she didn't understand. That's what's
reading what they don't understand,
That
and
was
therefore they go over it. You know, go to the next verse, and then the next thing, and next.
absolutely.
I got a question. Oh no questions. It's prasadam now. Let's go eat. They can't discuss until you get the potency. You need the potency. We got everything here. Come on, man. World, wake up. Gee,
She was making me laughing because she was in a temple explaining in the verse that temples are bullshit. That was that. I thought that's really strange that she was doing that. Yeah.
She was doing what? Say that again.
She was, yeah, I think she was reading a letter from Prabhupada, but it was part in the letter or the text. It was about how, yeah, unnecessary temples are. But I thought you are reading that in a temple, and still nothing pops up. Huh? she was just reading, and the few listeners, they just are just listening. You know, it's like some devotees here are just listening and not really listening. Yeah, it's like a radio in the background. You know, it's
you know,
something
it's
like that.
unnecessary. It's unnecessary until this becomes the temple. See, because this is the real temple. We're that when the living God, that Lord, this relationship is established, you don't need any external temples. Until that point, you need them, because everything you see is external. You start your beginning. It's like a person there's a bicycle, and it has these other two wheels, like little babies, the children, they have so they don't fall off the bicycle. They can't ride a bicycle on two wheels yet. See, when this is the temple here, the Lord is awakened in here. You don't need these external temples, because you are a moving temple in the world. People, you erect your preaching. I just turned the camera on, and we got our temple, man. Now, this is bigger than Maya. They make this big external temple in Mayapur, right? It's for neophytes. Here I make this big external temple, internal temple. Just huge. I mean, you can. This is what I talk about, like with the Bitcoin thing. It's very similar. Here, this is the perfect money system. Is Bitcoin? It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. You're in charge. You don't have to go to a bank. It's scarce, just like it's more scarce than fiat dollars that are worthless. It's digital gold. Yeah, nobody's in control of it. You can send it to anybody in minutes or seconds. See? Wow.
I so disagree with you, Guru.
Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah. We'll get into that later.
Okay. I drop it.
I'm using an analogy. You can disagree.
I'm sorry.
But I'm tell you, I'm right. But that's okay.
Okay.
We can disagree and discuss the relative thing. I have Fernando's like that with me. He thinks that shots are great for everybody. Some others.
I drop my argument. Okay.
Yeah, no. We'll discuss another time. Just say if that were true, it was the perfect. I'm just using it as an analogy. Okay, because there's nothing perfect in this world except this relationship is perfect. That's supreme perfection. Yeah. So what was my point? I lost it now.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's what you disagree on the relative things, that's the thing. And that's what disagreement can be there, because it's only to do with this friggin' world, man.
And
You're
there
right.
are
I
so
only
many.
disagree on the
Yeah.
relative
And
things.
I'll tell you, you guys, you may disagree, but I'll tell you, I really honestly, I'm really right about these things, because I really research these things much deeper than anybody's proven to me. They say, oh yeah, you're wrong. And I listen to your arguments, and they're so superficial, even on that level. Man, I could show you why Bitcoin is the best money in this world, because I studied it. I go deep into these things. I own it. I have it. I use it. Unless I know how to use it. I know all kinds of things about cryptos and all these things. So if you're at least that kind of expert, then you can really, but other than that, you can think you know more, but it's okay. Think it doesn't matter. The main thing is this: Krishna and Krishna's relationship. Don't ever leave it because you disagree with me about the shots or Bitcoin or anything like that. This is the main thing. That's the same thing. I'm teaching about Bitcoin for people who want. And if you think, oh, it's too big, it's too much, yeah, it is much. It's, it's something, it's a new system, and it's,
But if somebody is wrong at one point, it doesn't mean that he is also wrong on the other 99 points. Or when he is right on 99 things, that doesn't mean that he is also right on the last thing. So what you say, if people disagree with Bitcoin or whatever, then it doesn't mean that you're wrong about Krishna. So,
yeah,
and I
that's what I'm
never
saying.
disagree with that.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's why I said, if you actually go deep, you'll find even on that. If you can present an argument where, really present. If we wanted to take the time, we could do that, but I don't think we want to take the time, because it's a kind of a material.
Maybe not on a public chat.
Yeah, on another chat. Yeah, I can show you. I can discuss with you, and I can show you the people. See, it's just kind of like with the Bitcoin and crypto. I associate with the best, because I learned that in Krishna. I associate with the best, the most highest conscious beings in these books. I associate intimately with them. Therefore, I get the best realizations, the best ecstasy. See? And I do the same thing. See, I apply this. See, seek the kingdom of God, which I have. See, all else is added. So I can see Krishna shows me all these things. He says, oh, just associate with the best people who know. Because if you go into this Bitcoin thing and crypto thing, there are so many schlups out there. There's so many false information, materially motivated persons. And then there's people who see the beauty of these things, and see what they're made for. See? So the majority of people are all these people, I just want to make money off this, and I just want to, they don't give it, they lie and they cheat, all this stuff. It's the same thing in religion and everything. See, but the Lord, the closer you get with God, when you get the kingdom, he helps you even on the levels there in the world, So I associate with really good. That's why I have this Telegram truth, and I find good truth. I send it to people. Here, this guy is good to listen to, and you get the best information. There are people study this stuff really deeply for the right reasons, and it's great, it's good, and they're millionaires, and they make millionaires.
Oh yes, but you're right. Even if Bitcoin is an illusion or not, you can still make money out of it. Sure, that is true.
See, that shows what you just said. Shows me you don't know Bitcoin deep enough, because you're thinking of making money on it. And anybody like that?
But that is the main goal for 99% of the people who are in Bitcoin, to make money out of it.
Yeah, but that wasn't the.
I'm not in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
In Bitcoin.
But that was the purpose. See, then it wasn't the 99. The purpose of Bitcoin was to give sovereignty to the people, to give them a kind of a money system that they can be responsible and be in control of, and not participate in the materially motivated governments. They are corrupted. They're corrupted by, they cheat you, they lie to you, they keep you poor, because that's the way the system has been designed. Bitcoin isn't designed to be like, so that, and the way they're using, the volatility of Bitcoin is the big problem with it. You know why? Because the people want to make money on it. See, money comes if you just do the Bitcoin properly and understand it and everything. Money comes automatically, but that's not the point. I do it for a bank and it's sovereign. It gives me, I'm control. If I want to send it to somebody, it takes me 2 minutes. No, 1 minute. I send it to you. You can use it to buy things and all of that. The banks, you can't do that. They're in control of the money. And if you have money in the bank, you know what happens? And they're already doing this. They decide, well, I'm sorry, you can't draw money out. And because of whatever reason, there's bank runs now and going to become more. And then they got the solution, which is not a good one. It's called CBDC. See, CBDC is, oh yeah, here you go. This is very nice, like crypto, is it? And you can use it and everything. And then they say, oh yeah, but you can't buy this. You can't buy Bitcoin now. Right now you can buy Bitcoin, but you're not going to be able to soon. Okay? You can't do this. You can't do that. You can use it for this. Oh, you can only have to. Oh, you went outside the 15-minute radius. Oh, and we're going to dock you. Yeah. So anyway, that's what's coming. It's already here in some countries, and whoever wants to, I'm offering that because I like, it's kind of, it's a hobby. I don't, go. The Lord makes it easy for me, and so I'm here. I would like to share it with whoever wants. And if it's too like, oh, I got to learn things, it's too hard, forget about it. No problem. Just come here every day.
Okay. But girl, if the financial system is like a big cancer thing, like a big swollen thing, like what is it as well now?
Yeah.
And then I see Bitcoin like a pest, like a puistel on that cancer thing. And when they clean the whole financial system, Bitcoin also will be gone. And when they are going to implement the CBDC, then they will never be allowing for Bitcoin to have a place within that system.
No.
If there is a big reset, then also all the value of how many coins you have, that doesn't matter because you cannot change it back for money or CBDC money. Then just, I don't know, some digital numbers.
Yeah. No, I
personally don't care if people, but I feel for you guys. I don't want that you lose that money because people are always going to cry about, oh, I lost the money.
No. Yeah. Anyway, there's countries already. Actually, this is why Bitcoin is practical, because many countries are figuring it out, and they're taking Bitcoin as their currency. So it's like you'd have to get everybody on board with that, and not everybody is on board with these things, with the CBDCs and all of that. And some countries are already switching over, and
that's true.
Yeah. And not only, this is also a parallel economy, and people amongst themselves can be free. I mean, it's just a matter of the way it is. It's just, I don't know. To me, I look at, is this a gift to me, it's a gift from God. This Bitcoin is a gift from God. I'm telling you, man. I see it, and you don't have to see it. You don't have to see it. But, if you want to, you can see it. The main thing is see Krishna, see this Krishna's energy, chant Hare Krishna in ecstasy, and whatever you do, whatever, man, just, you're free, be free. I'm just offering this on the Telegram. If I come across a great video, I'll send it to you over there. And you can see, some of these people are brilliant on this level. And if you want to have, if anybody wants to, this is the best property. It's called digital gold, recognized by the government as digital gold. Can you imagine? The governments acknowledge this. Even in the United States, they hate crypto, but they acknowledge, well, Bitcoin is digital gold. It's digital property. It's the best property you can own. You can put it in your friggin' pocket. But you try and sell a house, or the government takes your house and all that stuff, and you got this thing in your pocket. You're carrying this digital property that's very valuable, that even the most wealthy people have. And that you can't take that house in Turkey. You can't take these places that you own, and then the government can take it at their will. They can take gold. They've done this. They go in and they take your gold, if they say, oh, we'll make it illegal. But this they can't take. Not easily.
But first, I've got to sell the property to
you got to sell it. I can sell a Bitcoin in 1 second. Because it is so valuable.
I can't buy Bitcoin. I don't have money to buy Bitcoin. I first have to sell property.
You'd have to sell the property. Yeah,
needs to be a good time to sell property now as well.
I know. Yeah.
It's complicated.
Yeah. So good. At least you put it in your mind. Wait for the time. And you'll love it, because this is perfect lifestyle for you, Lolita. Because then you can go, you got your property in your pocket. Come on, man. That's fantastic you're like a renunciate, man. You want to be free, right? You go anywhere you want, man. Well, you got your property in your pocket, man. Anytime you want a piece of it. See, that's the thing. See, you can't sell a piece of that property. Bitcoin, you can sell a little piece. Oh yeah, I need a piece of this property, this gold. Even gold, you can't take a piece of it. This, you could take I'm telling you, when I got in, I understand with these beans, I think this is the perfect thing, man. This is amazing. You can take a piece of this gold and sell it for what you need, piece of this property and sell it. Oh, I need this, and I've been doing it. If I need something on the on Amazon, I just go and I change it into a gift card and everything, and I buy this piece of thing that I need. Yeah. No, nobody tells me, or can I have to go to the ATM? What if they shut the ATM off? Which they.
And what if they don't allow Bitcoin after the implementing of the CBDC? And they're going to do that in America. They're going to do that here in Europe, in Canada. All the Western countries are going along with that.
Then well, the West,
change your Bitcoins back into money. Then you have
there's going to be some problems, but what the heck, man? What the heck? It's people are finding.
Okay.
See the thing, what the heck? You got to do something, and the CBCs are probably going to fail, because what an oppression of the spirit, man. Who the heck's going to go? I mean, we're so used to freedom. These demons that are doing this. It's their plan. See, they have their plan. God has his. Mm-hmm. God is his plan. You can't say they're going to try to get this thing going. Let's oppress everybody. Let's make them miserable. Let's give them a CBDC, and let's tell them they can't use it for this. They can't buy this. Oh, they can only eat so much this, and they can't buy it for that. And let's see how that works. And they have nothing to back it. Well, actually, hopefully they go back it with gold. At least some. So anyway, we'll see. Anyway, I like my life. I like what I do. I love this preaching. I
hope everybody is getting rich and get what they want. I only hope the best for you all, guys, and that you don't have a financial flatter. That's that.
Oh well, I've been homeless. I've been homeless before. I've lived on the street.
Oh, me too.
No problem.
I was a little fucking hobo. Yeah. That's me, semi-hobo.
Yeah,
maybe you're right. I don't know about Bitcoin. I'm going to watch some more.
Yeah. And I personally, I bought it when it was very low. When it was very low. See? So I'm it's good. Now for me, I bought it. I learned. I just I learned from these experts, what to do. And I got it when it was low, and now it's doubled, so hey, and it hasn't stopped. It's so that's what I want
It's like
others to
Bhakti.
also, huh?
Like Bhakti. Bitcoin and Bhakti, it's always increasing.
Well, I like it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do more things, Bitcoin and Bhakti, because it's very similar. It's like the mode of goodness level, but better, because it's, I don't know. It's just, to me, this is this, this guy who started the Bitcoin, he was Shashi Sakamoto or something. Just somebody just came who nobody knows. He designed the system of this Bitcoin, perfect system of money, and then he disappeared. Nobody knows where this thing is, but it's going for 16 years or something perfectly. Nobody has been able to hack it. That's another thing. They can hack your bank accounts. They can hack crypto, but nobody can hack it. It's so amazing, It's like, and so the government says, well, we have to honor this as gold because there's no CO there. There's nobody in control of it.
But Guru,
Yeah.
if you are talking about Bitcoin,
Okay.
I'm always thinking about what can the world do instead of the money system that we have now. What can we put in replace against the CBDC? Maybe. And then when I'm thinking about it, then Bitcoin doesn't seem very fair because you're mining that. So there is a limited amount of Bitcoins,
Right.
and then you're mining it. Most of the Bitcoins are already being mined.
Yeah.
And then in the African people, how are they going to buy their cup of rice? Then they have to pay 0.00001 Bitcoin or what? Or you have no food.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be a fair system for all the people in the world.
Yeah. If you understood it more than that. See, you need to understand. See, Bitcoin is divisible. You can take a fraction of it. This is why, okay, if you buy it at a certain price, a low price, real low price. See, so, and then it increases. But you can still you can buy a small portion of it, and it just keeps increasing. And so so you can supply the whole, it's kind of like the way Krishna is in a sense. You can supply the whole world on this Bitcoin. It could be the reserve currency for everybody. And even as it's increasing, you could be, say, like, okay, you buy in at $16,000 per Bitcoin. There are people that bought in for $1 for a Bitcoin. Some bought in for 10 cents. That was 16 years ago. Okay. But a person buys in now at $16,000. It's still a great buy. Can you imagine something like that? And then it even goes in at 25,000. Like now it's 27,800.
But doesn't seem that very unfair that somebody has thousands of Bitcoins for a few bucks and another have, I don't know, half a Bitcoin for a lot of money. And then somebody can buy a lot of things and another one can buy almost nothing.
No. See, it keeps increasing. That's the thing. Even when you get in at a certain point, you can get at $100,000 at a certain point. Okay. It goes up to 150,000. You just made 50,000. Not that you're thinking, see, you don't, if you get out of this thing, I want to make money from it.
I don't want to make money.
Yeah.
But
if you get into this thing, I want to use it the way it was designed. The money thing, it just is automatic. It like everything good increases. Yes,
but the value of Bitcoin is being decided by the other 99% that want to make money because they put their money and trust into that Bitcoin thing, and that gives the value, the level of trust in that specific coin.
It's
and then
you see,
that 1% that act differently in between you're walking.
Well, you got to see, listen, yeah, you're right in that sense, but not right completely. See, that's this is a transitional phase when you compare Bitcoin against other coin like, say, fiat currency. Actually, Bitcoin is millions of times more valuable than the same amount of money they've dollared, say, so $16,000 for, say, $28,000 for Bitcoin now, okay? 28,000 for one Bitcoin. You're using dollar amount. Actually, Bitcoin is worth so much more than that. But you dollarizing it right now. And there'll be a point very soon that $28,000 you can put 28,000 in a wheelbarrow and it won't equal one Bitcoin. It won't even equal a quarter of a Bitcoin, because that's the way the money system is. It's meant to fail at a certain point, and it's failing. It's time to fail. The fiat system.
Yeah, and the money system is failing because all the money is created out of debt, and they ask interest, and so therefore the total amount of money must grow. But if we are in a society that would be a stable society, then there is no point for the citizens to have a money system that is always increasing and increasing. That sounds unlogical to me. So why would you desire for a money system after the reset, or instead of the CBDC, that is depending on vraag en aanbod, on the desire for the market, or how much
Question and offer. Question and offer.
Yeah. So why would you desire for a system that can go up and down? That is not a stable system.
No. See, the up and down thing is because of people using it for what it's not meant to be. It's called immaturity. It's these people that are just lusty. They I gotta make money, and they use Bitcoin to trade and leverage. They call it leverage trading. You know, they don't even have. It's called gambling, and they use it to make money. And it makes it so volatile. And you know what it's doing? It's the fiat system that they call stable coins. Once the stable coins are going, then this volatility won't be there like that. It'll increase naturally, just because people will be using it. It's a beautiful system.
Okay.
And then there is another in-between phase. That's all. Go ahead, what?
Well, and then there is another problem, because there is a limited amount of coins. And there is, because humanity is still growing, if there is not a whatever. And then the persons on Earth still, there is more and more people, and still the same amount of Bitcoins. In the old days, the amount of money would grow and go down if the society is becoming bigger or smaller. It was equal to the society, the money and society. But now there's way much more money than people. And if we have the new system, and let's say there is a Bitcoin system, then the total amount of people on the world is still growing, but the amount of Bitcoins is keeping the same. And all kinds of people already mine a lot of things. So what are we going to give the other 3 billion or 4 billion people in Africa and China who doesn't have Bitcoins?
Yeah, it's already answered.
Okay, like
it's already answered.
System.
Okay, all right. This is how it works.
Okay.
One Bitcoin. Okay, you say, oh, there's only a certain amount, right? Yeah, one Bitcoin.
Right.
Okay, let's take one Bitcoin. It was only 10 cents, right? Yeah. 16 years ago. Now that one Bitcoin is $28,000. So you don't think there's not enough Bitcoin, right?
No, I say that it's nice for the person who has the Bitcoin, and it is very unpleasant for all the other billion people who doesn't have Bitcoins.
No. You can buy a piece of the Bitcoin, and that increases in value. So it just exponentially. So one Bitcoin is $28,000, but you can buy a tenth of that Bitcoin for say $1,000. You get a tenth of the Bitcoin, whatever it is. I don't know the number. You buy that much, and that much you have increases in value automatically, naturally. You don't need to have so many whole Bitcoins. You could just have a little piece of it.
I understand that point that is going to increase, but why would you like to implement is where the money system could raise or go down. Why don't you want a money system stable?
Yeah, it's going to get stable. I told you the reason why. You got to understand, you got to look at logically.
I do not
Nothing's
understand.
perfect right now. Okay, logically is the only reason of volatility, of this instability, is because it's being used for what it's not meant to be used for. And that's just like people, they do that with everything in the world. People that are they're not purified in their hearts, and they take a good thing and they do bad things with it, and that's just how they take this wonderful system of Bitcoin and they do bad things with it, and one of it is gambling. It's even this, they gamble by doing this leverage trading. They leverage one, like say you put in one Bitcoin, say one Bitcoin, and you leverage that Bitcoin to be 10 Bitcoin, and you trade people with it, and you win. See, you win 1,000 Bitcoins. This is not what it was designed to do, this gambling thing. And so this makes it volatile. All of a sudden, the person won 1,000 Bitcoins. And so then it goes way up or way down and way up. People lose, and then it goes way down. And then you got whales here. They call them whales, who own a lot of the Bitcoins, and they play games, and with it on there and make it up, and they're into making lots of money. And so anyway, you got to deal with that. I deal with it. People, if you know what's going on, and eventually it'll smooth out, because the money that's doing that, the stable coins and all that they use that to do that leverage trading is going. Soon the fiat system's collapsing. You won't have that. You won't be able to do it. You'll just have the Bitcoin, and it'll be whatever it is, and gradually increase as people get into it. That's all. You'll be able to mine the Bitcoin or work for it in some way. Maybe play some video game. Who knows? Whether you get it.
But that is such
Anyway.
a strange thing, to earn money or Bitcoins by mining it or doing a game, or I know. So, and for billions of people around the world, they don't have that option.
You give, okay,
So
what's the other option? What's your other option, man?
Okay. My ideal world would be to get rid of the of the stock market. So the money system must be equal to the amount of people. If there are more people, then you go have more money.
So
If
who's
there
going to
being
adopt
less
your
people-
idea? See, Bitcoin is already being
That's
adopted.
my idea, my silly idea. Nobody going to adopt that.
I mean, yeah,
If you ask
that's
me
it.
for a
That's not
realistic
practical.
option,
This is practical. Bitcoin
no,
is
no,
adopting.
no.
It's being adopted. It's being used. Countries are adopting it now. People are using
I
it.
know.
They're seeing gradually the beauty of it and how practical it is. So, but a lot of people still need education. That's all. And people are coming on board. I mean, it's a beautiful system. Whoever's attracted to it will learn. That's why I want to help people here. And if you can provide a better option now, I think this is this is a beautiful thing. It's a nice option. Digital property, it's scarce. It's like gold. You can carry it in your pocket. It has a lot of perks, and maybe it's not a perfect thing yet, but hey, man.
No. Maybe you're right. It's going to transform, but I don't know into what it's going to transform. And
We'll
maybe
find
becomes
out.
a
Right
more
now, it's
mature.
good and getting better. I learned things. This is what I've learned. I'm happy about this. I like it. It's like I feel. I never went to school. I quit school when I was 15 years old because I hated this thing. I never liked it. But man, I'm in school now. To learn about proper things, about what is real finances, how can I navigate in this world practically. And it's beautiful. This learning about Bitcoin, digital property, digital gold, digital age that we're living in, it's like right on the cutting edge. everything is going that way anyway, and I'm getting more free. I'm more intelligent on that level. And I can share it with people to, be practical. I mean, that's great. It's like, I feel kind of like with it, man, and I see how important it is. And I see why other people don't see it's important, because they need education like I got. It's not that hard. I'll give you the choicest videos on my what do you call that? Telegram thing. The best ones, that I cut right through the mustard, all that bullshit you probably wouldn't see. You'll think like you're thinking, oh, it's about making money. No, it ain't about. It's about being sovereign, about using a really good money system, a gold system, gold standard on the I'll show you people, the most brilliant people who understand this, have spent thousands of hours studying it, and what I learned from all their work, and how perfect it is. Where people, they're taught to work their asses off, right? In the world. This is the most intelligent thing. You get Bitcoin or some of these other coins. These people are working their butts off to make these, to perfect them more and more and more. And you got the coin, you're benefiting from all their work. Wake up, sleeping souls. You're benefiting. You've been working your ass off for these people. And now you can just hold a coin and they're working they like it. They like their job. They like their learning and making new systems and everything. Building on that coin becomes valuable. Bitcoin also, and other coins, and you have that thing and you're sitting back and your coin is getting more and more valuable, and they're doing all the work which they like to do. And I like to do this work. To me, it's perfect, because I like to do this work and let them do all the work and let this coins here become more valuable. That's why the governments don't like it, because that's the old mentality. Get people to work because we're misers and we want to be, So anyway, hey man, it's a great thing. These things, everything they do to improve that coin, or, what they're doing with the coins, becomes, you're part of their success. This is very nice, very wonderful, very easy. All I did was buy the Bitcoin, when I got it. And now at a good price. See, that's why you got to know certain things, and because we're dealing with these people doing the gambling and leverage trading, so you got to know that,
Right.
Otherwise you can lose everything. So anyway, I'm maneuvering through these things, and I can help people maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
And they're building on it. They got the lightning thing, what they call lightning, so you can go fast transactions with the Bitcoin. Oh, they just built this. It becomes more valuable, and they're building more systems. And I'm just holding the friggin' coin and getting, like, it's like I'm working for a living, but not working, just by holding this doggone thing, and other coins too that are doing. They're building the whole fund, and people are doing it, making their part, they're doing all their work, because that's their job for the Lord. And so I think it's just Krishna showed me this stuff, and I want to show it. If you want to do it the other way, fine. Go ahead to do the old way. This is like the new way practically in the world, and the old way is you do it like the old way. So here I just hold the coin and let them do all the work, building all these great things so that it does more things. It becomes more valuable automatically by what they build on it. This is what I learned from the most intelligent people in the world that are millionaires, because they go deep into what they know, and yeah. So
maybe you're right. Maybe it's a nice secondary financial thing besides the CBDC.
Yeah.
I think we have to wait until after the reset. I think I really have the feeling that
you don't want to wait.
That is going to come.
Oh no, don't wait for after that. Then you won't be able to buy it.
Oh, I'm not going to buy it. I have.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
hoe zeg je? Lalita, wat is bewindvoerder in het Engels? I have some financial
advisor.
restrictions.
He has financial restrictions.
So
Oh,
I
you have
cannot.
restrictions.
Yeah.
Oh, you
So
can't. They're already restricting you guys over there too, right?
I got $50 a week, and I have to do everything from that. You know, I have no money to invest in things like that. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you a little tip.
Really?
XRP. You know how much the coin is?
XRP, is that a coin thing?
42 cents. One coin. Bitcoin is 28. That one coin.
But I'm not allowed to do that.
28,000.
It's forbidden for me.
Oh, you're not allowed. Okay. You
No,
can't
the
sneak it.
government. That's
You can't sneak it.
but no,
Can't sneak
because
42
then
cents.
I'm going to lose the money that I.
They
Oh.
see all he spends.
Right, and they check that, and when they see
Ooh.
that I make extra money, I get discounts and boetes and fines.
What a system, huh?
And then I lose this house and position, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, Sin. Just come here.
It's okay. I have
goal.
no desire for money.
Yeah,
Look,
this is the goal.
look to my ears.
This is just
I have
extra
no
if you can do
Lala.
it. You know, this is extra.
I'm not interested
6%.
in money.
Yeah. This is.
I thought it was a very nice conversation, Guru. You gave me great
Yeah.
insights about Bitcoin. I cannot have arguments about Krishna, so you already won that argument.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argument
That's
about
the
that.
real deal.
I can only argument and still lose about Bitcoin. So I thought I'd give it a try.
Yeah, if you're meant to do what we're talking about here, you'll do it, and if not, who cares? This is the main thing. This is it, man. This is the goal.
You know something, Guru Maharaj? I can even not ask 1/10 of the questions that Sim asks you. This is all not my area. This is so far away from my world. Really. He's the age of my kids. They come from, it's a completely different world.
Yeah,
I have always worked
different.
with my hands, served people, washed bums of people.
But don't you think it's funny, Lalita,
I'm not
say that I know 10 times more?
Here. I'm too stupid for that. I even can't ask one decent question about it. Really.
Yeah.
And I know 10 times more than that, and the Guru still calls me.
Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, this was the same
you.
with Krishna. I couldn't ask one decent question about Krishna. So you give me Bitcoin ecstasy, and then I will ask you questions.
That's funny.
If you ever sell your house,
it's so funny.
Some of this.
It's
great to have it in your pocket and to go where you want. This is perfect for us, our kind of lifestyle.
Like a turtle, always
and,
on the move at your house.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. I mean, look at you got to fly there, turn the electric on. You got to do all this. Yeah, I'll get you some videos on that thing. I'll show you these guys. The guy has all this property. He sold all the property because he says, "Why would I want digital property?" And he's traveling all over the world. Sold his houses and everything. He's traveling. He lives a beautiful lifestyle. He doesn't have this per se, but he's doing with his family even. The guy, he's traveling all over. He gives them most beautiful places, relaxed, nice sun, everything. He said, "Yeah, I did this, and now I have my digital property. Keep this." Yeah. So if you ever do, then I'll help you, and I'll show you. This is good for you watch some of these videos.
Maybe you can help other devotees. Tom also, he's into Bitcoin. He likes that. Maybe he likes. I only send you videos about what is money. I only interested in the core of the whole thing. What is money? What is it in the core? And not how can I make profit out of it? I just not being.
Well, I'm telling you, actually, there's these guys. They're very philosophical about what is money.
Oh yeah, that is interesting to me.
Yeah. I have
ideas about money.
Yeah, I can send you some stuff with these people. They're exploring it. And the conclusion they've got so far, the best thing they found is the Bitcoin as money, because of all the systems. This is the practical thing that's here, and it's being adopted. And those are the really deep, the deepest philosophers on what is money have come up. I'll give you some stuff. I'll show you what they're thinking. I'm just taking what I learned from them. And it's good. I mean, it's like, it makes me I feel my heart. I feel like in my heart, like, wow, these guys are really like, they're good people, like goodness. I mean, I can't get too much into because they go, that's all they got. But I could feel, like, ever see these Hallmark movies, the Mode of Goodness movies, Hallmark? Lolita never watches them. But a Hallmark movie or a Barbie movie, I feel it here. Like,
I don't feel good about Barbie movies. That
No?
makes me feel very bad.
really? Reminds me totally of Radha and Krishna, man. It's exactly like what's going on. There's Ken, the perfect man, and Barbie, the perfect woman.
My sister had Barbies. I only was interested what was under their skirt, like a real guy. I was always looking about
No.
that.
I just see that reminds me of the perfect man, the perfect woman, which is Radha and Krishna. And then they have their friends. Ken has his, Krishna has his boyfriends, and then what is it? Barbie has her girlfriends. See, and they all get together. They support each other. The boyfriends support Ken, they're on his side, and Barbie's friends support her. And they go and they do this rasa. I thought, boy, it's like watching Vrindavan, and it's very teenage. See, they're teenagers. It's perfect. It's like, my God, this is the new Vrindavan. It's really practical. And that's how the songs. See, everything is cut off of Krishna, the truth. When you see that, you can start seeing. But this may be advanced stage, but you can come to that stage here, very quickly. You could start seeing the song. The most lusty songs are actually about the very intimate pastimes of the Lord with the intimate devotees and Krishna. But if it incites lust in you, you still need some purification. That's all.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it awakens my heart when I hear these intimate songs. Wow, that is so beautifully expressed.
If you like, it's like if you're walking through the world with special goggles on.
Yeah,
you still are in the world, but you see everything on a different way, and it doesn't
so great.
touch you anymore. Slip like, and there it goes.
This is the treasure of all treasures, man. This consciousness, this connection, this friend called Krishna in Radha and Krishna, the Vrindavan family. Oh, Mayapur family. Oh my God. This is my great happiness to share this. Yeah, and the Bitcoin thing, we just have some fun with it while we're here, I'd like to see Lalita.
I can appreciate that you still, even with all my knowledge, you call me a noob.
What?
Thank you.
You're what?
You call me a noob, like a newbie.
A newbie.
Yeah. So even when I studied that for hundreds, thousands of hours, you still call me a noob. And thank you, man. Thank you. I can appreciate it. But in the end, my conclusion is agree to disagree. Okay, I'm still not figured out how it exactly is and who is right or wrong. So I have 3 piles: a pile with yes, this is true, a little pile with yes, this is, or no, this is not true, and a very big pile with maybe. With all kinds of questions in the world, and Bitcoin is on the maybe pile. I don't know. I still didn't figure it out.
I'll show you some stuff. Show you something.
Thank you for all your insights. Thank you.
Yeah. Even people that were not, they call them Bitcoin maximalists. They're really against it. A lot of them. One guy just admitted. He said, "Looks like we're all going to become Bitcoin maximalists because the way things are going in the world." He said,
maybe. Well, I thought it was interesting. That was hoe heet die type van de Tesla nou alweer?
What's the process of HG?
Elon Musk. He sold half of his whole portfolio, half of his Bitcoins last year. He sold it before the big crash of what was the rating? $100,000, and then so.
This stuff.
And what I always noticed when they're going to make advertisements on the television, That's because the financial market was never been what is nou weer bedoeld intended
You know
for
what?
the normal
Let's
citizens.
let's go into this another time. That's enough.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's right. No,
I'm
no, no, no.
overreacting. I'm
That's
sorry.
enough. No, no, that's enough. We can go in another time. It's
I have more arguments. Yes. Probably you
yeah,
too.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I
Thank
can
you.
answer
Thank
all
you.
of them, but
Thank you.
I don't
Thank
want
you.
to spend all the time to go there.
Thank you. You're
To
right.
receive the mercy of Lord, to become purified, you need to hear regularly, and you will receive prema. Yes.
Asking questions because he said he has so many sorrows, and how do you solve that
Oh,
for them?
who is this? Who's saying?
This was a person. It started with history, and then suddenly somebody else took over. QT.
Ik zie jouw commentaar op YouTube, Lolita.
Yeah. I'm on the two now because I saw he asked questions, so I went on YouTube to give the answers.
Oh,
Ik
this
ben ook
is
op YouTube.
YouTube. QT. Yeah, okay. All right. So so how can I get rid of the sorrows? You have so many sorrows. Yeah. Well, that's natural in the world because this is the world of sorrows, and it's getting more so. And I'm not. To be honest with you, I'm happy about that if that brings you here, because this will be the end of your sorrows. This truly, because people are sorrowful ultimately because they're cut off from their other half. We're meant, your sorrows will go. You'll be so grateful, so happy when you connect with your Lord that's inside, that's just waiting to come up, just waiting for the right situation, which is this situation right here will take all your sorrows away. That's what it's about here is people are sorrowful and sad and unhappy because it's the Lord in their hearts that are sad and unhappy. And they're becoming more and more sad and unhappy. And in a sense, I'm not unhappy about it. I'm glad because if I can connect with people like that, I'll show you the actual solution that will work and take your sorrows away forever. That's why I'm here now in this time. This is why Lord Krishna came and Prahlad came at a time when a lot of sorrows were happening to take away those sorrows. That's what we do. That's what you will do. People will connect with you and you'll take their sorrows away because you're in the real line.
Okay, can I ask you about something about that?
Perfect.
Because
Yes.
people always use the argument, oh, chant Hare Krishna and you will be happy. But I also see that for a lot of people that doesn't work. What are they doing wrong?
They're not in this situation here. That's what they're doing wrong. You're going to gurus who are giving you the mantra and you're in their association and they are not on the level of tasting the nectar that Lord Caitanya tasted. See?
Right.
So if you come in the right association and get teachings like this, your taste for the chanting will increase. Just like you, it's increasing, but you're just afraid of it, right? You're afraid of going into it.
I'm a little bit
That's
afraid,
all.
yeah.
So it's the ball's in your court, You just have to get your cherry pop sometime,
Yes. It's an emotional hesitating. That's the thing,
The ball's in your court. It's not like the process. That's why. And once you start tasting this and say, "Oh yeah, this is fantastic, man! This is great." Your tears come and all that. Then you'll be preaching to those people. Yeah, come get your sorrow. Yeah, I'm finally jumped in the water. I jumped in there, and it's great, man. A nice temperature. Oh, it's getting better and all that. See then you will be in the path, not like on like a little bit in between, 1 foot on the shore and the little toe dipping into the
it
ocean.
feels like that. It feels like
that. Yeah. I mean, there's a point, that you'll
But
jump
my
in.
toe is saying it's nice and cozy. The toe is saying that's nice here. But the rest of the body thinks, ooh, cold. It's cold.
Yeah.
Still like
just
that.
trying to fool you. Watch out for that.
Probably,
mind.
yeah.
It's an experience, that's why, like you say, you get help from seeing Amy jump in and Fanny and Lolita. They jump
Yes.
in and they're
Yes.
saying, yeah, come on in. The water's nice. The waters of bhakti are beautiful. I mean, just get better and better and better, deeper, 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 man. So anyway, people need to see that. Like, you're lucky and fortunate because you're favorable to see and to keep looking to where you want to come in more. You wade in more, get your little ankle up to the ankle deep, and then maybe knee deep, go knee deep in there. So you could jump out, right?
I'm already drowning. Yeah, stop it. Stop it. I got the point.
Say, I am Lalita Ganga, who sits in the Restream class. Yeah, that's right. That's that lady.
He doesn't know that who I am.
Yeah, this is Lalita Ganga here. Welcome, Lalita.
No, I'm talking to that person.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, let's go about our little business today. You got a little Bitcoin instruction today, or a little like Bitcoin 101. If you want more, come on to Telegram. I'll just send me a message and I'll give you that, and I'll send the videos.
I want more, but no Telegram.
Yeah. Well, whoever else wants to.
Maybe you can post it on your Facebook page. I can check that. No? Oh.
I don't want to,
Okay.
Keep everything, that's just not, that's just, yeah. Maybe some other thing, maybe post on, well, okay, let me look at, there's another.
You can send it to me about personal chat or in the 18
chat. You should get on, maybe just get on Telegram as a, Telegram.
No,
why not?
I don't like Telegram. No, Telegram is fake. All the people think that is beyond the control of the government, but they are wrong. That's
okay. Go on. You know what? I also have Signal. That's clean. That's a good one.
What? Can you say that? Repeat it again.
Signal. It's good. You'll like it. Signal, and there's not a lot of people on it. See, so I can send things. I like that Signal because there's so many people on Telegram.
Yes.
But the Signal is very good.
Oh, idiots.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's Elon Musk actually recommends it.
Really?
Yeah. You'll like it. He says get on Signal. So that's very more private.
I give it a try. Yeah.
Yeah, give it a try. You download it on your phone, and then we'll connect somehow. Give me somehow I'll send you on the thing. We'll connect.
Yes. Cool.
Yeah. So See, these are great questions Alita's asking. Is your guru ecstatic? Let's see. And what was this? Is your guru ecstatic? Does he give prema? Did you receive the spirit there? See, these are, these should be questions every they should ask, but they don't, because another standard is being preached. Isn't this more reasonable? See, this is what I teach my students here, how to ask questions like that, just reasonable, logical. See, this takes the emperor has no clothes when you find the false teachers, and this disrobes them immediately.
Guru, are you reading those texts on YouTube? What is Nitai Bhakti? What is that?
Yeah, okay, you can continue the conversation there. See, I'm not getting the comments. Oh, you're on UC. I'd have to be on YouTube. I see.
Yeah, and that QT is saying he is preaching Nitai Bhakti. He gives prema. But what is Nitai Bhakti? What is that?
Yeah, and this is the thing I found. So many people, or some of these people, these Vaishnavas, they think they know what Nitai Bhakti is, but it's all here.
I never heard about that. I have no clue.
I found it in the Narayan Maharaj group. It's all in their minds. I haven't found anybody with real bhakti. They're just intellectualizing it.
Right.
Yeah, okay, so you guys continue, and I'll see you later. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Guru. Thank you.
It ended up being a 3-hour class today. I started late.
Yeah, it was epic.
Very, it's good. You got a little bhakti Bitcoin thing. I wanted to share with you guys something about Bitcoin because it's good.
Bitcoin Bhakti.